got tumbling down. Didn't even put up a sound. Didn't even make a sound. Cause it's like I've been awakened. Every rule I got you broken. Oh, I'm going to change this live to this phone because it says so. Shoot, not this one. What am I talking about? Okay, which phone now? Boy, it's a confusing day for you. I see. For more. So today, guys, from the beach, it's been hot. It's like 80, 80, 80. Hey. Oh, Tristan, you've been sick. What happened? What happened? That's so sad. Me, we've been going to the beach, getting some sun. It's like 86 over here. It's so hot. Like, not that I need an excuse to dress down, but it's hot. Oh, you got asthma? Oh, shoot. Have you been trying to breathe, like doing your breathing? You know, it's good with asthma because of the anxiety. That has to cause you anxiety. How bad is it? Does it get triggered by something? Does anything trigger your asthma? What kind of breathing meditation do you do? Have you tried the one for have you tried the Wim Hof breathing meditations? Let me see. This Let me show. Let me, has it improved? Has it helped you with anxiety? I do this guy Wim Hof. He has like these 10 video like meditations. It can be very therapeutic to heal your breathing because you know, I guess it can give you a lot of anxiety. I've done these so there's this hatha yoga, this specific one ups, I don't know, it always kind of like, so you see this hatha yoga for beginners, that one, this hatha with this guy, with this teacher over here, if you type it hatha yoga level 1, you will see this guy over here, right? So his class, towards the end of the class, if you go like the end of that class, he does breathing meditations, and those are really good. Like for that specific class that I have found, they are like those are pretty much like very good breathing meditations. I'd say like try those ones. But I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're feeling better, Tristan. Terry, nice to see you. Welcome to post-traumatic bliss. Today I just came from the beach. It's been so hot over here, so yeah, just came from the beach, having fun, sitting, enjoying my Sunday, doing a little bit of work here and there. Blessings. I come from Kenya. A lot of people think I'm Ethiopian though. I don't know why people think I'm Ethiopian. Where you from, Terry? Kiddo, where you from? The card has so many splits. Oh, where you from? I'm getting fit. Like I feel like I'm getting there with my weight. I'm trying to get healthier every day. Drink water, work out, eat healthy. Hi, Brian Moses. Hello, welcome to Post-Traumatic Bliss. Today is Sunday. We're just relaxing, enjoying our day. It's pretty easy here. I always like to come live on this channel, you know, make a few friends, have a few subscribers. We have a good place here where we share a lot of knowledge on mental health and well-being. Brian, you love my energy. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so we always share a lot of mental health things, working out, eating healthy, boundaries, spiritual life, all the good vibes that create good mental health. So welcome. I don't take ice cream. It's a perfect day for ice cream. I just don't take ice cream. Taha, Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Alaikum assalam. Anthony from Venezuela. Oh, Jay Brennan in the house. Shout out, shout out. Mog. Jay Jogamar. I don't know how you say it. Gomar Gabov. Shout out to Taha. Shout out to Jay Brennan. Shout out to Anthony Lugo. Shout out to Terry Kidd. All of you, all of you, all of you. Nice to see you guys again on post-traumatic blitz. We are blitzing. We are blitzing. Today I'm doing good. I just came from the beach. It's so hot. Oh my gosh. Do you know how hot it is? It's like 80, 86 or something. I know. And how I dread summers here because I live in this old building and the air conditioning here is old. So subscribe to my channel so I get enough money on YouTube to move. Today I'm spotting this. I just came from the beach because when I came from the beach and everybody was looking at me, so I thought, okay, I must look good. I must look good, right? OMG, OMG, right? And don't comment that I don't have a booty, okay? Like I don't got no time for you for that shit, okay? Okay, but it's cute. It's a two-piece. So there's the skirt and then there's this, right? So it's a cute one. Okay, whoops, booty out. It's a cute one. It covers everything, so you don't have to worry about like booty showing, right? Yeah. Terry, thank you, right? I know some haters be like, oh, you don't got enough booty. I'm like, I'm not gonna do, like, what am I supposed to do? Put on those like fake booties? Hell no. Hell no. Not me. I'm way past, I'm not changing for anybody, okay? Unless I'm wearing my wig and okay? I'm not gonna do anything crazy. Uh, Jason, thank you, thank you. Taha, thank you. Yeah, I know people are always looking, right? So I mean, it's the internet. People will judge you how you look, how you dress. I don't I don't care most of the time. Like I don't really care. I have my mornings when I'm rough, and you guys have seen me rough mornings. I mean, when I put on content on the internet, I don't try to pretend like, like whatever. Sometimes when I'm working out, I'm not looking good. I'm just looking sweaty and musty. That's okay. It's working out. Plus, for me, it's the habits. What I've come to learn, right, is the consistent habits. Like if you want to be a genius in life, you don't need to know everything. But you need to know one thing. Like small little habits done every day, they end up becoming like big, like a mountain, right? You can add up, pile up small good habits, and they'll pile up into something like a mountain. That could be eating healthy, you know, it will add up in the long run. In the long run, you will see people your age and how they've taken care of themselves and the way you've taken care of yourself, and you'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I started this early because this could be me and I'm not there, right? Or that could be running. I see this lady and I put a video on her. Her name is Dart Soverby. She's 90. At 90, she's winning marathons, okay? Like the age group, her age, she's the only one doing those marathons. And so she gets all these funny medals. And I liked that because it means that you can you can pretty much do whatever you want, right? Um, like she at 90, nursing home, she sees her family, she goes on vacations at 90, in her 90s, right? Some people at 90, they're not moving because she said at 50 she started running marathons and she never stopped. So the hobbies are also right. um David Joroge in the house. Woo! We have David. Thank you, David. Today I'm looking good because it's so hot here. Like I just got a text of some clothes off, right? And I'm wondering how it's going to be in the summer because it gets hot here. So I'm gonna warn you, you might see a little bit of skin from me because when it gets hot here, I pretty much have to wear nothing sometimes, but I cannot wear nothing when I'm online. I have to wear something. What's your age? You're 43. I'm not yet 40. Okay. Um, I'm not gonna tell you my age, Terry, because if I told you my age, I'd have to kill you, and because people just cannot know my age like that. But so to save you in your life, so I gotta not say my age, okay? Nobody knows my age. Post traumatically, yes. What are you talking about, Taha? What are you jealous about? So life, you roll with life as it comes, but it has to stay in proportions. What has to stay in proportions? Oh, you're not jealous. Oh, that's a good thing. Like for me, I'm never jealous. If I got to a point where I'm jealous of something or somebody, I'm going to remove myself. I'm not 43. I'm not even 40. Jesus. Not worried. Not heart attacks. Do I look like I'll be 45 in 2 years? It's not. It's not. It's not. Like when guessing like I'm older than I am is not a good thing. It's like no, no, no. I don't like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Wat voel je? Oops, fully and Wim Hof breathing techniques. Oops, fully and Wim Hof breathing techniques. I don't have kids. Oops, fully and Wim Hof breathing techniques. I don't have kids. What do I look like? You look like that. I don't have kids. Uh, it's not a good thing. Look like you look like that. I don't have kids. You're close 30, 37. Someone's close. I'm not gonna tell you now. Let's stop talking about my age. Okay. Done. We're done. 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 Next topic. Next topic. Somebody else bring in another topic I could talk about. You know, today's been hot. I'm dehydrated. I'm trying to drink some hot choco. No age, no more, right? We can talk about something else. We can talk about the war in Iran. We can talk about better topics like the war. We're not gonna talk about my age. Hey, 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 hey. Let me move my camera. I'm squinting. I don't know why today I'm squinting. I think it's because, oh, let me close that door. I think that door is in my face, and my neighbor has this white wall that's hitting the sun. And the sun is hitting my face, and that's why I'm squinting. I have very sensitive eyes, like when the sun, like light coming through. Even when I'm working, sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to look at the computer again. Mustafa is 16 years old from America. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, Mustafa, do not put in your age over here. Okay? We have good people here, but yeah, if you're underage, don't put in your age here. Especially if you're underage, we don't need to know you're 14, okay? Because first of all, I don't talk to kids on this channel unless you're like, you know, 18, 19, 20, 21. I like to talk mental health to people who are 21, 22, 23. Apart from that, no, don't talk about your age. You're 60 from the US. Okay. Where in the US do you live? Where do you stay? Anybody wanting to talk about mental health here? This is the right place you have come. People in their 60s, they have different mental health issues affecting them than people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, you know, like men in their 60s, they are retiring. Do you have people around you, a friendship circles of people that you know? Loneliness is killing people in America. um, I should have put you at the beach. I put some shorts, like a small, like the small little shorts on YouTube. I uploaded. Oh my God, what's happening to me? Let me get some water. Oh God. Ah. Sometimes it will happen when I am, my throat will get like itchy. But I guess it's my throat opening up and I get like, I cough a lot. Mad I cough. Why? Hola, Belize, Belize. Oh, you're from Belize? Everyone wants to go to Belize. Um, Chris, Christoph, nice to meet you too. Yeah, Devin Joroge. Yeah, I did. I was at the beach. I uploaded a few shots, like on my shorts. But next time, now that I know that you guys like to go to the beach, I could have taken you camera there, but I was there for like 1 hour. I only needed to get some sun. Today is a beautiful sunny day, and you know Sundays are a good day to get some sun. And then I was there for 1 hour. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, let me go back home. But you can see some shorts that on my shorts on my page. Mustafa, I don't know what you're talking about because I don't know what you're talking about. Mouse is color white, long strong. I don't know. Terry can't swim. Ooh, that's a life skill, my darling. That's a life skill. Are you not gonna be able to swim? You need to do this when you wanna swim. Let me show you how to swim. The first thing you need to do before you learn to swim is to float. A lot of people are afraid that if they swim, if they float, they're going to sink. But the best way to float is to imagine the water being like a bed, like your bed. You know how you relax when you go into your bed and you just relax? The water has natural buoyancy. So it wants to put you up, right? So if you sleep long and straight without bending your knees, without arching your back, you just sleep like that, you will float. And once you realize, oh shoot, I can float, I don't have to sink, then you can decide, okay, let me learn how to paddle like that with your legs straight, just like that, and then move your legs, your hands, I mean, and then you always breathe out in the water, like you breathe out in the water, you breathe in outside the water. Those are nice tips to learn how to swim. I mean, that's how I started. Krista, thank you, my darling. No Face thinks this is a dream. I'm flattered. Yeah, I'm one whole bar of chocolate. Thinks you need that love, Terry Kid? What kind of love? What kind of love do you need? Everybody wants love. I don't blame you. It's the way the planet is right now. Love is even expensive. Talk about love. Hmm? Nobody gets too much love anymore. Mm, I'm waiting. How does that song go? Nobody gets too much love anymore. Mm, love is expensive. Love is a very funny game. Men want beautiful women. Beautiful women cost money. Money becomes love becomes very it's men, it's men who make this whole thing very hard for everybody, just so wow, it's beautiful. If you lived close to a beach, I would be sweet. swimming daily. I live close to the Pacific. The Pacific right now it's cold unless you do it like you go there early mornings, very early when the water is warm. Uh, then you know then it's warm because of the currents, the way the water currents move in the morning. The water is good for swimming, um, and that's going to work, right, David? Did money make you a little bit, right? I mean, I eat. You just don't wake up and not eat. I mean, I'm all about, hey, you still gotta eat, right? Like clothes cost money, hair costs money, makeup costs money. Hi, um, Daniel Vasquez, nice to see you. Um, Tahashi is just herself. Um, um, what do you mean you say on Thursday? I don't know what do you mean. I don't know what you mean. So what are you guys goal this year? What are you working on? What's your goal? Because you can achieve anything you want. Yeah, Tahayu, tell us, what's your goal this year? Somebody's asking for a life coaching project. Okay, wait, let me do this. Get a notification. It'll do this. It'll stop my live stream. That's why I don't like living streaming from that phone. Today I got mixed up. No money, no woman, no love. So men who look for money first. You know, it is, life is hard, right? Even getting love, man. When men have money, they're looking for beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women. Okay? So even on the women's side, there are women who don't get men, right? Because it's like men are looking to maximize their return. So there are men who don't get love, there are women who don't get love. Pretty much. If you're not a beautiful woman and if you don't have money as a man, love is out of love is out of the books. Love is out of the books for you. I got the lyrics wrong. Nobody gets too much heaven no more. It's much harder to come by. I'm waiting in line. Doo-doo-doo. You know, I am here folding my laundry, listening to you guys, because you guys make me happy. Let me see. Ask another question. You guys about your goals, and I'm like shocked that none of you guys have goals. Like, what's happening in 2026? Didn't you have fitness goals, relationship goals, financial goals? Like, like. Did you change the color on your toes? Yeah, I cannot show you my toes because of what I'm wearing, but I changed my nails. This is the color on my toes. This one for all of them. Because I made spring colors because the spring is coming and I'm excited because all the flowers have beautiful colors and this is the spring coming when we will have colors of different colors, flowers of different colors. So I decided, well, let me do this. Let me put in something that reminds me of spring, and also the things that I like putting on I like putting on this because it'll help me. It helps me like when I get older, like when I am 70 and I see my YouTube channels and I'll be like, I started doing this when I was young and I made so many friends. I had so many beautiful conversations. I'm asking you guys, what are your long-term thinking long term, right? Thinking about your life long term. Like, do you have a goal? You may not be successful. Like, my channel has been here for since 2022. My channel has not been monetized, but I don't do it because I want quick money. I'm doing this long term because this is a passion of mine that I like to talk to people about mental health. I like discussing about mental health, and this is something I plan to do long term, right? It's not about the money, it's about the connections I make, the people here, the creating a platform where people can meet. So what are your goals? Okay, let me start reading your goals. um da, 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 da. Daniel Vasquez has one of the most beautiful goals I've seen here. He wants to move and feel real movement, feel real moment. You want to feel the present moment, right? One of the best way to do that actually is to move. You get this so well. I like that. You really get that when you move, when you do those 12 miles and you move and you do, you will be in the present moment because you will have taken out all the stress chemicals out of your system. Even when you exhaust the body, it stays in the present moment. When you have good friends, they keep you in the present moment. Um, and then we have Ian. Ian Gento, nice to see you again. Shout out to Ian. Uh, Ian likes my positivity and colorfulness. Marshall Gifford, nice to see you. Masha says he doesn't have woman or children. Is that a goal for you? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? Are you looking for somebody? Where are you looking for somebody? My only goal for future is not to lose my soul. I've been in battle for that for a few decades now. That's a story right there. That's a whole story. Uh, you don't want to lose your soul. You've been in a battle for that. You know, I see that. I see that. Like sometimes people walk in the wrong path in life, and I don't know. Like sometimes you meet the wrong, they lead you astray, and then you kind of lose yourself. You're trying to locate yourself, right? And you're like, I cannot locate yourself. Stress will do that. Stress will make you not be in the present moment, and feel like, like you're not all there. You're trying to locate yourself. It's kind of like you've lost your soul. um that's what I always say. Feel safe. Be in a place where you feel safe. Like our body responds so much to feeling safe. So if you can feel safe, Um, um, yeah, you can feel safe, Taha. Um, that's kind of like the biggest thing. Feeling safe, and walking the righteous. I think walking a righteous path will make you not lose your soul. One of the things that gets you grounded so that you don't lose your soul is a grounded spiritual life. You know, when you have a spiritual life and you have things that in your spirit that you decide, like, okay, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna drink alcohol, I'm not gonna go out, I'm not gonna do, like, for me, I have things that I'm like, I cannot do, right? I have put self boundaries for myself, things that I eat, how I interact with people. I got like these boundaries that keep me safe, so I never lose my soul. And whenever I am like headed the wrong way, my boundaries and my conscience will tell me, Monica, don't, Monica, these people don't seem like good people. Like, and I am guided by that spirit, like, don't do this, don't do that, right? Um, because you really have to have that internal compass. How do you guys say it? Internal compass? Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it? Internal compass? Yeah, that tells you, okay, you don't drink, right? Like for me, my internal compass, one of the things that I don't do is I don't take alcohol. So if we go out and somebody say, oh, drink, 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 just have fun, relax, get your hair down, like there is something that will tell me, like, don't do that, like, don't, right? um yeah, like if I go to a place, sometimes you go to a place and you feel your conscience telling you get out of that place, and every time I didn't listen to my conscience, right? um Thank you. Let me drink water. Let me grab some water, actually. Let me grab some water. Ooh. Yeah, it's a hot day and it's dehydrating and I'm burning. So, you know, um, and then I went to the beach, so I'm kind of dehydrated. I really need water. Hey, Terry, good advice. Thank you. Thank you. About me. I see it. I see that. Hi, Guillermo Perez Cabrera. Yeah. So nice. Nice to see you guys. So my sister, and I'll show you the video, the photo, like the photo is on my phone on this camera. So I can show you. My sister lives in Kenya. She has a children's home. She helps she helps kids that are, you know, disadvantaged kids. And today she was showing me this photo of a kid that she helped to go to hospital. The kid was burnt. The kid is like 3 and a half years old. His arm was burnt. His mom left him in the house, and I think there was some water boiling in the house, and maybe the kid put it in, and so got burnt, right? And that happened in November. And that child had not seen a doctor since November. So she showed me the photo today. The kid was almost having, like, I think it was on this right hand. He was it was white, like it has like all these white, like it was kind of like getting rot. It was rotting. Oh God, that was a scary thing. I Saturday. She called me when I was at the beach. Anyway, they did get her to Shah Hospital. The Shah Hospital in Kenya paid almost half the, and my sister had another day. The the kid almost like two 241,000 Kenya shillings. So I mean, for Kenya, that's a lot of money, right? And it was like almost to fix that kid. I mean, not to fix it, not to fix him, because they had to cut off some of his flesh that was rotting and clean it. And then now he's bandaged, but you know, he has a healing journey. This is why I'm so scared of having kids, because when you don't have money and that kind of a thing happen, and then you're seeing your kid go through the pain for almost 4 months without having to see a doctor, you know, you could die of depression. So anyway, I'll show you the photos tomorrow. Part of the reasons that I would like my channel to grow is because I'd like to be able to help kids like that, you know. uh, No face. Nice to see you again. You say my voice is very relaxing. You love being here listening. Thank you, thank you. No, the good thing is that, you know, we found my sister found help for the child. Um, but I tell you, there are people going out there having a lot of problems. So always be grateful. Like you have your health, you know, you have your health. You can, you know, like just the small things that in life we have, right? I think it's important we remember to just be grateful. Like we have those things. Um, like taking care of your health right now so that it can continue serving you. Right? Yeah, and I think gratitude puts you in the present moment. Hmm. All these things happening in our lives. I'll show you the photo tomorrow. Maybe in 10 months, that kid will be fine and he'll be out there. He'll have a whole different story, you know. Life changes, you know, life changes. For me, I know, like, I mean, even if I was vulnerable, like, those are things that you see somebody is traumatized, right? Like, that's a child who's 3 years old and this has happened to him and not having that is going to put an impact in his life, you know, whether he likes it or not. That is going to traumatize him, to make him afraid of even going to the kitchen, going, like, all these like psychological issues that a child goes through. Yeah, so even after he heals, right, is that trauma. And so, like, this is what kind of, like, I need to tell my sister, like, even after they go to the school, they see the doctor, they need to get him psychological services so that he can be able to talk and express himself, draw, paint, all this therapy. Do I want to have kids? You know, kids are a blessing. I don't know if I want to have kids. I don't know if I want to have kids. Okay, kids are a blessing. If I had kids, I would. If I got pregnant, I'd have the kid, right? But I'm not trying to get pregnant and have kids, right? Um, so I guess I'm not trying to have children. I am trying not to have children. In another life, if a perfect situation, um, I had a partner and says, like, I would probably have kids. But I don't have a partner and I cannot be a single parent and I don't have the finances to just like have kids. Like that's the reality. Um, I know a lot of people, they just don't care whether they have money or not. If they want a child, they just go and have one. But I don't want to traumatize somebody's life like that, knowing like I cannot provide for them like all the things that they need to thrive. So no, I'm not trying to have kids. I have nothing against children, but I am not going to go out of my own way to have children when the situations are not supporting the having of kids. You know, if I have kids and I don't have money, first of all, there is like my body changes. Like, I mean, I want, if I had children, I want to be able to have, let's say I was to have children, right? I would want to be able to afford all the surgeries and the things that I need to get my body back in shape. I know that sounds vain and kind of like you should just accept your body has changed and you have kids. I don't know. I kind of am used to looking the way I look. Um, uh, hey, Michael in the house, tripping guy. Uh, um, got a strike, but I'll let you. Hi, my love, you beautiful. Thank you, Umberto in the house. Shout out, shout out, shout out to Umberto. So, yup. So anyway, life here. Life here is like, wait a minute. There is Taha and Terry Kid going at it. I'm going to leave myself out of it. There's enough rumors of World War III going on, so I'm not gonna fuel no fires. Only love here, only love. Oh, yep. Yeah, oh my goodness, it's really hot. Now I'm worried about how it's going to be next week because I'll be working from home. And if it gets hot like this, I don't know how I'm gonna survive it. Oh, for you guys who know, I'm trying to get my Gmail workplace so that I can put my classes on a Google Drive. And for you guys who want to do the classes, post-traumatic bliss link after the do it, I'll start charging. So you can get the link when it's free for the first 1 week. And my email is up. You can email me at monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. Monica, Monica at posttraumaticbliss.com, right? Post-traumatic with a double T, post-traumatic bliss. Uh, right? Traumaticbliss.com if you're interested in the coaching classes where we learn about the nervous system, we learn about emotion, we learn about stress, we learn about homeostasis, we learn about balance, right? All these things that you need to learn, right? That are very, very important learning. You know, there's a reason why it's good to go out there and have sunlight to get vitamin D. Like all these things you're going to learn about mental health and how it's going to be, it is going to be for you, you know, personalized for you, so you become more self-aware at a neurological level, right? Neurological self-awareness is key to self-development. I don't care who is coaching you. If they're not talking about neurological self-development, they're leaving everything on the, like they're leaving out everything, right? That is why you see a lot of people, they go to church, but it doesn't help them because it takes more than just religion to become more self-aware, right? You gotta know how your body works, why your nervous system that behaves the way it does, breathing, why it's important. I'll show you all these things, and I'll tell you one thing I can promise you 100%. When you get the knowledge that I have and I give you that knowledge, you're going to become dangerous. Yes, I said Monica at Post Traumatic Bliss. You know, this class is called posttraumaticbliss.com. This is Post Traumatic Bliss. My classes are about mental health. They're about healing, becoming more self-aware, becoming resilient, understanding life, understanding growth, understanding yourself. This is not like the monkey business of self-development where you get a guru and they're trying to get you enlightened and you're trying to build this fantasy image of yourself and you're feeling lost and getting lost in it over and over and over, right? Um, Iran has named Majtoba. They have a new leader. They just named somebody. I just saw some news coming. Yeah, yes. So, and I want to put these classes on a Google Drive. I put it on posttraumaticbliss.com on Kajabi. Kajabi is costly. On Kajabi, those classes just to have that class on Kajabi costs like $200 a month. $200 a month, and you guys are not taking the class every day. It means like I'm going at a loss putting those classes out there for you guys, and you're not taking advantage of them. So they will be on the Google Drive where they're like not costing me money, and you can have a link to see the videos. I hope it works because most solutions are expensive. And then, yeah, this is just to put everything in a cost-effective way. That way you still get to learn, but you still don't have to pay all these super expensive prices because, hey guys, if I'm being charged $200 every month, then I have to make the class very expensive, right? But if you have to see it, if I have just to send you a link on my Google Drive, then at least even if I charge you, it will be for, you know, for the Google Drive, like the hosting of that email platform, which, you know, at least instead of paying like $300, right, you can pay something like less expensive. Yeah, because not everybody has $300 in this economy, right? This economy is moving at another rate. But the good thing about this class, it's going to help you learn how to thrive, whether you're starting a career path, whether you're starting you're trying to figure out, navigate relationships, things like that. Is going to help you, really help you open up, right? It's going to help you open up and learn a lot of new things. So, but it's this class um, is going to make you dangerous in a good way, right? Because you're going to know a lot of things about yourself that make you more self-aware about yourself. And it's going to show you why, why it's important to develop your character. You can go into these endless self-improvements, but your character is actually what has worked for so many people. So I'm excited. I'm so excited for you guys, right? I'm going to start learning how to make like long-term goals. Like, look, my coaching is something that I'm going to do for the long term, for the rest of my life. It's not like I'm here to do coaching today, and if it fails, then I am going to stop, right? I can always come on YouTube. It's free if I have Wi-Fi, and do my live chats, do my teachings. So this does not stop me from ever doing like the things that I have decided in, and I will go the distance, right? And it's always trying to figure out what is going to make you go the distance when it comes to your goals and your dreams, right? um, Terry Kidd said, you inspire me all the time. Love you. Never had good women like you. Awesome, awesome. Glad to inspire you. Richard, sucks I can't hop on my private plane and fly to meet you and have dinner together. You're funny. Um, right. Yeah, we are the power. We can tap into the resources that we have within ourselves. Um, and that is always something good to know, without having like to be constantly reminded of it, of how good we are. Sometimes you get this motivation, right? You hear Tony Robbins, you get fired up, and then you lose motivation, right? We want to stop that. um, Obviously you want to keep up listening to good things, beautiful things, motivating things, because the more you listen to things that motivate you, obviously the more you wire your brain into being motivated and being up, up there. But what I teach is that you need to know it without even constantly being reminded, right? You need to see why your brain is amazing. You need to see how it works. You need to see how it is unstoppable, so that you can also become unstoppable, so that you can align yourself with your nervous system, with your neurological life, and align yourself. So even when you wake up, you already know. You already know that, hey, this is no joke, right? Neuroplasticity is real. Neurodiversity is real. Like, the brain can change itself. I can become unstoppable. You need to know how the brain works and why it's unstoppable, and how you can tap into that resource. And that's what I call awareness, because when you understand yourself at a neurological unstoppable, you will know what Tony Robbins knows, so you know what I know, so that I become unstoppable. You will know what other people know that really makes them unstoppable. And that's what I wish from you. Richard Smith said, thanks for always being positive, amazing, astute, and lovely, and most importantly, classy and respectful. Love, 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 love. Thanks for the positivity, Richard. Like that. I love the positivity, that comes. um yeah, and you guys, you know, there's a way that I can support you guys if you're making a transition in your life, if you're a career, any kind of way, and you think, oh, okay, let me take post-traumatic bliss class. I know my class is about healing, but you get to know a lot about the human mind and how it works and how you can heal your life and how you can make positive changes in your finances, your career. I teach a lot because guess what? For somebody who is coming through trauma, what they did not have is somebody to guide them and show them the ropes. And that's why they feel stuck and feel traumatized. So for me, I share everything I have learned the last 10 years, right? In 10 simple to understand videos. All you gotta do is go through those videos, and then you're going to do your workshop. And once you're done with your workshop, right, you will start to, things will really, really, really make sense. I'm from Kenya, 7081. Mutebi, Abbas, nice to see you. Welcome to Post Traumatic Bliss, right? Welcome to Post Traumatic Bliss. This is where you heal. This is where you get your life together, whether it's your career, your relationships, right? Career and relationships are two big things that people who have trauma, they need to get together, right? Careers right, we need to get relationships right, we need to get our health right. So every day you're spending time on your health, whether it's running, you know, whether it's yoga, doing your weights, every day you're spending time there, right? If you're learning, if you're doing something to learn, you're spending good time, you're investing in your future. If you're spending time learning about money, business, finances, or like your finances, your career, you're investing time. If you're investing in your relationship, you're investing time. Any other thing is a waste of time, right? You have time. You have time. You do not need to watch Netflix and binge watch all the shows on Netflix. You can go run or read a book. You have time. Business and future. Nice, nice, my dear. Also here. Work Safari. You work with Safari Rally. That is amazing. I don't know why it's blurry. What books are you into? What genre are you into? ChatGPT said it was flow. Yeah, it's been raining in Kenya. It's the season of rain, right? It started early actually. Um, Today it's not raining as much, but yeah, in Kenya it's been raining. Hey, Gray Matter. The best book is the Bible. It's a book full of wisdom. Full of wisdom. You know, I like that the Bible says that if you listen carefully, that Bible will light up your path, right? It'll show you places not to go. It'll tell you people, uh, Brand Wayla, sending love from Kenya. Thank you, thank you. Uh, okay, the view is better. Thank you, thank you. Uh, my face is so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Let me, I don't know you. I don't know you. Yeah, so what books do you like reading? I also like reading books. I like reading books about you said the Bible is the best. I like reading books about mental health, what I should eat, what I should do, eating. I mean, I like to read about hormones, neuroscience, sleep, food. um, exercise, all these things, and how they have an impact on your mental health, and how they have an impact on your mental health is everything, right? If I could tell you one thing that can affect your relationships, your finances, everything, everything about you, right? It will be your mental health, right? It's number one. When you're out of alignment, everything else goes out of alignment. It kind of messes up everything. And this to put you on a time like, hey, your mental health can't wait tomorrow, right? That's why we have post-traumatic bliss course. 7081, you gotta go. My smile almost made your heart stop. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just subscribe. You will see us live next time. Richard, I didn't fall in love with you. I leaped and jumped into it. I will constantly remind you that you are a wonderful. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Terry. Right. I like you guys for coming and supporting post-traumatic bliss, because when you support post-traumatic bliss, what you're actually doing, you're telling other people on this algorithm that, hey, mental health is important. And this channel talks about mental health. And that way they're able to come in and join you guys, join us, become part of our community, talk about mental health, share their experiences. And that's all we can do, right? That's all we can do in our own small way, is to spread awareness on a big area that is affecting people's mental health is the workplace. The workplace in America, especially, is affecting people's mental health. A lot of people are not talking about it. And I decided I'll probably start talking about it because your boss or your manager has more impact on your mental health than your doctor. Can you believe that? Your manager, your boss has more impact on your health than your doctor. So it means, like, if toxic, they can really damage you neurologically. Um, would you teach me about sleeping? It's my hard thing in my life. That's why I'm still awake. I can tell you, if you're still awake right now and you're struggling to sleep right now, you did not work out, right? You did not work out. And when you don't work out, you don't take out the stress out of your system. And stress is what keeps you awake. It's the stress that is keeping you awake. So if you worked out, around 5, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., you did a good workout, you're going to sleep. Like, you need to be so that you go to bed and you're like, oh, boof, right? You need that kind of tiredness before you go to sleep. If you're struggling to sleep, right? You need to be tired. Like, you need to go out and run, do something, become very tired. Know when you're tired, the way you sleep very good when you're tired. You need that kind of tiredness. It's you're not health, you're not working out. Another thing that could make you wake up, if you're taking coffee or caffeine in the afternoon, those are two culprits that will make you be on, right? If you're taking especially black tea after 12 noon, you will wake up around 3 p.m. You will not sleep much. So, Muteri Abbas, we together, tell me, give me feedback. You send me a message on Facebook. Don't send me a message on Facebook. I don't reply on Facebook unless you are, because I have a job during the day. And most of you will see my, if you, I am usually on YouTube or my email. Send me my email. If you're looking for class, Monica at posttraumaticbliss.com. Do you know how to give messages? What kind of message? Um, I don't do massages. Ugh, okay, okay, this is a troll. Let's not do that. Bye. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Excessive trolling is goodbye. I don't play like that. Yeah, you use coffee every day. If you're taking more than 1 cup of coffee, it is messing up your sleep. Coffee is a good drug. Okay, a lot of people abuse coffee. Coffee really impacts your nervous system a lot, and just because something is just because something is not illegal does not mean it's good for you. And just because something is legal, that something is illegal doesn't mean that it's bad for you. Okay, like I say, a lot of people, a lot of states, they have banned psychedelic mushrooms, right? Psychedelic mushrooms, they are illegal, they have banned medicine, and it is good for most people to help with mental health, processing trauma, and all that. Alcohol is a neurotoxin. It's so very legal that you can get alcohol anywhere, right? Coffee is also very much legal. Anybody can take it, but it is very, very bad for you. It's bad. It's very bad for your growing children. It's very bad for teenagers, and for us, it impacts sleep. And when something is impacting sleep, you got to be very, 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 very careful with it because it is impacting sleep, right? Yeah, Mutembi, it's impacting sleep, right? Very, 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 very dangerous. They're not going to tell you that, right? But once you take my class, right? Let me my class and you understand the nervous system and how important this system is, you will be very careful about like how you put things in your mouth, right? uh ho horibuziri ho hoari buziri. Thank you, my darling. um uh what can you do to avoid coffee? Don't take it. Save yourself. Okay, okay, you can take, if I were you, if you like the taste of coffee, right? You can take chicory root, make it tastes like coffee, but it's a root and it's not caffeinated, right? It's ri chicory. Somebody will say chicory. I don't know how you say it, but it's CHICORI, right? It's it tastes like coffee, but it's a root and it's not caffeinated, right? You can take decaffeinated coffee if you're getting, if you are you taper yourself, right? It's a drug, like it's a drug that you have been used to and you're addicted to it. So like most drugs, when you're getting off of them, you taper off, right? You don't do a drastic stop because now it's going to swing your nervous system in a completely different way, right? And it's been, your nervous system is used to having it. So you're going to remember the one thing that I always teach you in neuroscience, what you do not use, you lose. Our brain will forget things when we do not use them, even habits. Uh, I say chicory root, Chicori. Let me show you what it is. Okay, neuro. What we do not use, we lose. Give me 1 second. So I have here is chicory root, right? I bought it. It looks like this, right? It's grounded, right? It smells like coffee. It will taste like coffee, but it's a root. It's an herb, right? And you take this, instead of coffee, it will taste like coffee. You can add cream. You can add cream to it. Or if you like the taste of coffee, you can take decaffeinated coffee. What you want to do is you want to taper off. Let's say you take 3 cups of coffee in a day. You know, try to take, maybe start taking off like 2, and then you go to down to 1 in the morning, right? You taper off. You come off it slowly because it's a drug that you're used to. Um, um, okay. Okay, that's it. Yeah, chicory root. Okay, that's it. Yeah, chicory root. Often you will see me here working out. Sometimes when I'm doing my weights, I'll put in some music and I'll work out. If you go to my live classes, my live videos, you'll see me here working out, right? You put in some weights, you do this, right? You do this, you, right? At this age, if you pass 30, you have weights to fix your muscles because we are always losing muscle. Muscles is what keeps us young. So if you want to look youthful and young, you need to be working on your muscles, right? And this is what I tell you when I'm doing post-traumatic bliss. Small habits, right? Stack them up. Let time work for you. Let time work for you, not against you, right? So small little habits, good habits every day, working out every day, developing your business every day, like small habits, stack them up, right? It'll make a whole difference. That's the genius way of doing life. So let me go back to my what I was selling Mutebi. What you do not use, you lose. This is neuroscience, and it goes to every rule of everything that you ever do, right? Let's say, like, sometimes I haven't been practicing the guitar. That means I'm not developing the neuro wiring for playing the guitar, right? If I play the guitar and I learn and then I stop, I'm going to lose everything that I learned about playing the guitar because I played it And you probably have tried to do like learn a new language, and you learn that language and then you stop and then you kind of forget because you're not talking the language, you're not writing the language, you kind of forget it. And it's the same way you can use with when you're breaking a bad habit. Is the same way, right? Let the neuroscience work for you. What you do not use, you're going to lose. So if you just trick yourself to forget coffee in the afternoon, you drink something else. I don't drink sugars, right? You drink water, or you decide, well, I'm going to make myself some green tea, right? The more you trick your brain to abandon this habit, the more you're going to weaken the neural connections that you had already developed for that, and then you're going to lose them, because that is neuroscience, right? What you do not use, you're going to lose eventually. Like, it's kind of like that's how we get over our heartbreaks. You block somebody from the phone, you stop seeing their social media, your mind kind of starts forgetting about them, and then eventually you're like, what was their name again? I can't even remember their name. That's you get what I mean? When you do not use, you gotta lose. You can use that to your advantage. Let's see. Amazing videos. Love you, Mama. Words of wisdom, respect, and love. Love, 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 Terry. David Leandro. Hello, pretty, beautiful, and amazing lady. Hey, you, David. Hi, Stefano Bonato. Yeah, I hope Mutebi Abbas, that works. Like, you can get over the habit of it. You can get over anything once you understand, like, what we do not use, we're going to lose. And it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, right? When you're getting over somebody, when you're going to get over a habit like smoking, especially smoking is a very bad habit because you do it when you're anxious, right? And I tell you guys, I had a problem because for me, I come from trauma and dealing with a lot of anxiety. And before I I got to understand myself, before I cultivated like good habits, there was a time I was just smoking weed to kind of self-regulate myself because I had not learned anything, any habits to help self-regulate myself. And that was a very difficult time and a very difficult um, habit to break. But let me say, there are things that made me stop that habit. First, I saw how harmful it is, right? Um, like, let me show you. I hope I can see like images on Google that kind of made me like, I meditated on those images and I stopped smoking. Okay. Like, like I'm trying to see like the gunk, black tar, like like when you see this kind of tar, this tar, right? Or or this kind of gunk, right? That is tar. And when I realized that that is what is going to happen in my lungs, they're going to become black, like tar. You know the tar that's on the road that makes the roads black? That's tar, right? And when you realize that inside your lungs, this star is going to form inside of your lungs, and you meditate on that image, and you see your lungs moving from smoke, like from being pink to being dark. I meditated on that, and I couldn't continue on with that. Like when I remember that, like this is such a harmful habit, it's turning my lungs from pink to black. I had to taper off, you know, and I went from smoking like 10 times a day to smoking 5 times to smoking 3 times to skipping a day to skipping 2 days to speaking, you know, kind of like tapered off, right? Um, Free, you know, like I don't have that demon of smoking, but I use neuroscience to help me get off it, right? I knew that once I see my habit and I remind myself of the bad, like how dangerous that smoking is, I remind myself like it's causing my lungs to be black and causing tar. Like once I start having that visualization, I started developing neural connections for stopping smoking. Like I started fighting that mind that likes to smoke. I started fighting it with logic, with data, with visualization. I kind of started developing a new mind that's going to consume this other one that likes smoking, right? So once you start seeing like, okay, so how coffee is affecting your entire nervous system, it's making you not to sleep, it's going to make you become forgetful, it's going to make you become irritable in the morning, at work you may not be able to perform well, you might lose your job, it might mess up your relationships, and then you're going to always be on this negative day every day. You don't feel like it's a fresh day, it's a fresh, like once you kind of start seeing how dangerous this thing is messing up, you start creating that mind that is going to consume this other one that likes to take coffee, and eventually it wins. The new mind wins. um Terry said, I'm stopping smoking. Yeah, thanks, Chad. Reg, thanks. Mosigua, nice to see you, right? Like, and it works. Get a new mind that helps you fight your battles, like the ones that, let's say, for example, like for me, struggled waking up, right? Struggle like waking up, like, I don't want to wake up. It's cold, right? But guess what? First, I listen to things that, to people that tell me, like, you don't want to waste your life, you don't want to waste your time, you want to wake up in the morning with something to do already, like planned in your head, right? To those people, and as annoying sometimes as they are, or they make me feel like I'm a low achiever, like I'm not achieving as much as anymore. Guess what? Creating another mind for myself, right? That will tell me, get up anyway, wake up, you have a life, you got things to do, you can go running in the morning, you can do your weights, and then you can invest your business, you can make the first 10 up, the first 3 hours of your day every day the same thing, those hours, and then build your life that way. So imagine the first 3 magic hours in your day. You work out, you read a book, and you work on your business, and you make that a habit every day for the next 10 years. Guess what? Who wins? You win. You're creating this new mind, right, that is going to overcome your weaknesses, right? Whether you're using motivation, you're praying, you're working out, and you're practicing, and it doesn't matter where you start, right? It's like cleaning the house, right? Folded a few of my clothes here, then I'm going to clean my desk. Eventually it's going to all get cleaned, right? But I'm not doing it all at once, right? I'm working on my goals here, right? Tomorrow I'll make a call, sure that something in my business gotten taken care of. Then I'm going to kind of, kind of like work my way out of situations, right? And this is what I'm talking about neuroscience, understanding that your brain will pick up those habits, and eventually it'll be like it'll be like something you do easily, like brushing your teeth, right? it'll be something you do easily, like brushing your teeth. When you wake up, you find yourself like you put on your running shoes, and then you come, you take a shower, you read your 30 minutes reading, and then you send some emails, respond to emails from work, and then your day just starts. It becomes like this natural thing. It takes practice, right? It takes practice to get a new, like when you're developing new neural connections at in the first, it's not easy. Ask any child, or you, when you are learning how to walk, was it easy for you to just wake up one day and start running and walking? No, you had to develop the neural connections, the motor neurons. You had to grow those motor neurons so that you can know how to move yourself. You start by crawling, you start by learning how to sit up, right? And then you fall, right? You start by learning how to crawl. You're hitting things, but you never once said, oh my goodness, I'm crawling and I banged my head on this couch or whatever. You never said, like, I'm not gonna crawl anymore. You kept doing it. Even if you got like all these marks, you got hit by something, you still kept on crawling. When you started learning to walk, you kept falling and falling, right? That made your bandas strong, right? The falling on your bandas all the time, right? It made you strong. But your legs were not always that strong, but the falling makes you want to stand up, and the standing up makes you strengthen those motor neurons again, right? And that's how we learn, right? We create neurons. And now there are people who win gold medals because they run. You wake up every day, you don't even think about that you really had to learn to walk. You never think about this. You take your food, right? And you drink, right? And you do it so gracefully, but you don't think that there's one time you are putting everything all over here because you didn't develop like those. You had to learn, right? This language that I'm talking, I had to learn every word in the English language, to learn how to form a sentence, to learn how to do all these things. I've taken time to learn, right? Managing your time is something you also have to learn, right? um, Starting a business, creating a business, running a business is still a skill that you will have to learn. You're gonna get better at it because the brain is like plastic. Science tells that our brain is like Play-Doh. You can mold it at any age. It doesn't matter your age, your gender, your sex, your race. We all have the same Stone Age brain, but the same brain, you can teach it different tricks. Teacher, get a relief, please. Mosigo, no, this, we keep talking here. Your tone radiance reminds me of milk chocolate, cocoa butter, and caramel. Now, you know everything that I like. I like chocolate, I like cocoa butter, and I like caramel. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I remind you all the good things. Thanks for the lecture you gave me about coffee. Can you be my doctor? Now, take my classes. I always tell you guys, take my classes. Like, I have studied mental health for the last 10 years. If you want a shortcut, you always go to the guy and give you the shortcut, right? A lot of people, if you want to learn mental health for the next 10 years, right? Start at a very strong foundation. So now when you go out there and you start picking books and reading and expanding your knowledge, you already have a very good place that you're standing from. Because I always tell people, mental health is a fine line. It's a very fine line between mental health, balance, and out of balance, right? We are all teetering in a very, very fine line. But you don't have to be there. You don't have to be there. When you understand mental health, you will not be in that fine line. You will have a direction and a trajectory, and you will be going somewhere. That's the beauty of learning from somebody who can actually coach you and guide you. Terry Kid, that's real talk, right? Yep, yep. Best for Women's Day. Awesome. Sebastian, Omar Mohammed, you need like, what are you saying? I don't know what. Richard, that said, I'm getting my private plane shop and on my way. Oh, Richard has a private he has a private jet. Okay? Don't mess with it. Funny. Right, right, right. Yeah, this thing is reconnecting. I think we've been on here for too long. Um, but guys, I like you coming here, learning about mental health, learning about your nervous system, becoming neurologically aware will give you so much peace in your life. I know the people who've taken my class, they've told me they've become dangerous. You know, people don't mess with them anymore. You know, they are able, what's this? Oh, it's space. Yeah, people don't mess with them anymore. Um, and I want that for you. Right? I want you to become dangerous. I want you not to be on the fine line between mental health and out of mental health, right? I want you to be very, very clear about your mental health and where it's headed. And there's a lot of advice on this internet. And this worries me that you don't know what mental health entails. Anybody can lead you in direction, right? um, but you need to know, for example, you would need to know, let's say you're in a marriage, right? You would need to know situations where you can leave your marriage and situations where you can work on your marriage, right? And all that depends on your mental health, right? If somebody, you know, if you're in an abusive relationship where neurologically somebody is making you feel less confident about yourself, not liking yourself, you know, they're feeding you fear, they're feeding you like all these negativity, right? For me, that's enough. It intimidating me, causing, you know, like triggering fear, all that, right? For me, that would be like a clear sign. I tell anybody, man or woman, step out, right? Step out, right? Um, but then there are things in the marriage that you can work out, right? You can actually work out. Is busy with work, and you know, like education is going down. Like those are things that your partner not being there 100% can affect your mental health, right? Um, but them abusing you, that is them not, that is them destroying you, right? And you gotta be understanding, like, am I married to my enemy, or I'm just married to somebody who is struggling and going through their own motions, right? This kind of things to understand about your mental health. um, Finances can affect your mental health. um, all these things, finances, your health, relationships, your childhood, your trauma. And then there's neuroscience, there's the science, what the things you can do to improve, like positive relationships, eating healthy, working out, sleeping well, um, put proper boundaries to protect yourself. All these things we learn at post-traumatic belay. So when you're here, you're in the right place. But even more, I would like you to take the class, right? Support this channel, but also get a very solid grounding for yourself, right? For yourself, and so that you're able to be solid. Mental health is about grounding. A lot of it has to be about grounding. Hello, Zito Lopez in the house. Nice to see you. Mutebi Abbas. I can say good night, my dear, and I will get your classes any more. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Good night, good night. Nice for stopping by, Mutebi. We love to see you. Always remember you're one of a kind. Since time began on this planet, there will never be another Mutebi Abbas, right? You're the only one. Since time began till the end of the time, you know, we are all part of a whole. And without you, it's not whole, right? That's how important you are. Have a good night. Zito Lopez, uh, Terry Kidd, nice to see you. Shout out to Terry Kidd. Um, we have another one, user ED6. What a beautiful thing. Nice to see you. Revant in the house. Nice to see you. How you doing? How you doing, Revant? Nice to see you. We have Steve and family. Hello, Steve. Nice to see you here. Welcome, welcome. Friends Gabrielle. And then we have multi auto part company. Wow, just wanted to tell you that you're truly beautiful. Thank you, my love. Like an angel. The way you smile and light up everyone's day. Awesome. Like to see that. I can hear that. I can hear that. Terry Kid, love you, mama. You too. You too, Terry. My day is going well. Today is very hot here. It's like 86 degrees. It's just so hot. Okay. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. A little. Um, yeah. So it's been hot. It's a hot day. Take water. Mm-mm-mm. I can feel summer coming. France, Gabrielle, right? Shout out. Richard's in the house. Yeah, it's been a hot day. Yeah, I mean, I was at the beach for 1 hour and I was like, okay, I better go back and protect myself. You know, when you have melanin like I do, you overheat. Have you ever like been in a black car and it gets hot? People don't realize like even when you have melanin, sometimes it works sort of the same way. You can overheat. Um, Zito Lopez, if you want to connect with me, send me an email at monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. If you don't know how to pronounce post-traumatic bliss, that's the name of my channel. monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. Send me an email. If you want a class, request a class. Okay, don't send me any nudes, don't send me any risky things. I am very serious, by the way, about mental health, so don't send me anything that is mental health disturbing. This is a mental health channel. We are going to Canaan. We are not going to hell, okay? We are going to the land of milk and honey. So don't send me anything. So make sure it's all respectful. If you're supporting the channel, then you're buying the classes, you're subscribing, you're liking, you're commenting. Yeah, but I tell you, this class, post-traumatic bliss, with you guys in mind. Like, I felt inspired to do this. And I had put lots of sleepless nights in making these classes for you. I wrote them down. I did everything to make sure that these classes are not generic classes. I made them personal. I made them for you because I know what I've been through. I know the trauma. I know about healing. I know about mental health. And I know mental health is the single most important thing on the planet. If you have a nervous system, if you have a human brain, if you have a spine, you have a spinal cord, you have a peripheral nervous system, right? You need to know about it because once you understand that, you become unstoppable. Terry Kid, how are you, Money? I'm good. I am magnificent. Eric in the house. Thank you, my love. I like you guys. You hype me up and I love it. Right? Um, Zito Lopez, Brazil in the house. Beat Boy, Beat Boy, Crypto. Nice to see you again. We are not talking about my age. That topic is old. Um, yes, right? Very old topic. Not talking about my age. Like, dude, me, talk about my age. Me. Only people who wanna die wanna ask my I gotta kill you. And I'm don't even guess. Now I used to tell you guys to guess. We're not guessing because somebody guessed like 45. And I'm like, I cannot have you guys guess like I'm 45. Like, dude, it's embarrassing. Today I went to the beach, okay? I went like this. So if I can go to the beach like this, I figured I can also go online because everybody's watching me. It's like, right, right. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of, yeah, I do look like 25. Yeah, guess if you want to guess 20, below 25, okay? Then that's all you're supposed to guess. Nobody cares about my real age here, okay? This is about nobody cares how old I am really, okay? Not even myself. If you wanna guess like Carlos or Tieno, right? Guess 23, okay? Anything below 25 is a good guess. Stop guessing 35, 36, 37. Like, what the hell? What's wrong with people? Hello, Dumi, Sunny, Alfred. Hey, yeah, yeah, baby. You got all these names that I can't even pronounce. Zito Lopez, oh, Gikomen Gazen. Are you from like Germany? Uh, yes, I am between 21 and 23. Right there. Right there. You guess right. You know how to guess. I like Carlos. I like Tieno, woman's age. Um, Turkey. Oh, you're from Turkey. Gokmen Gazen. Terry Kid, that's Alpha and you're the Alpha. You're the Alpha in the Alpha. No, I'm not going to give you a 360 because some of you are haters. You're like, oh, you don't have a big booty. Oh, like what? I'm not gonna do a BBL, okay? Shut up, shut up, shut up. Go. I'm still all that and a bag of chips. Say, I don't know. What do you say? I don't know. Repeat your comment. So obviously. Booty don't make you, right? It's all here. I don't understand why people don't choose women based on here, right? Here. Choose a woman with a head, right? Abed Matar in the house. Shout out, shout out. Nice to see you. Yeah. Abed, you're older than me. Peace out. I mind. I said no. That 360. After this, when it goes on, you want to see a 360, go back and look at it. You can go watch my videos. You will see how I look on a 360. That will give me more watch hours. And then maybe I can monetize this channel. We're not here about 360s. We're here about mental health, creating a good mental health, right? That's the brand. Stop trying to ruin my, okay? Mm, mm. I work hard, not so that I can give you a 360. I work hard so I can keep healthy for myself, okay? Gachman, nice to see you. Francie, nice to see you. What are we talking about today? Today we're always talking about mental health, anything related to mental health, your career, your finances. Always remember, if you want more career advice, you take the class Post-Traumatic Bliss. It's for people who are in trauma, people who are going through a stressed out period in their life, people who want to get to know their neurological self, people who want to start thriving. I tell you, it'll change your life. Terry said, love you, never been harder. What? Peter, what? Respect, love, good women love. Right? It's been great. So anyway, we've had a long session. I can just marry you, right? I can just marry you. I don't marry people for money. If I was to get married for money, I would be married right now. Okay? If I was to go like, I just want to marry somebody for money, yeah, I'd be married by now. It's not to, I'm not married because nobody proposed. Okay, look at me. Think I'm not married because nobody ever proposed? 100%. Nobody with money ever proposed. Honestly, I think that's why I'm single. Okay. You know, just because when you mental health, right? You understand that somebody can put you up. Maybe you're not attracted to them. They have money, but maybe they don't make you happy, but they have money. Maybe, they're not your friend. Like when you know mental health, there are things that surpass money. I have seen couples that don't have so much money, but they love each other and they live together. They'll probably, live the rest of their life together, but they love each other. They work in harmony. Their nervous system syncs together. Um, yeah, it can be for money, right? Very right. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Bit boy crypto. I don't know who taught you about love, but I think you need to take the class post-traumatic bliss so that you can understand love and attachment, because love don't work like that. Um, right? Money can buy that. Joro- Joroge, what is happening? Right? Take the class, post traumatic bliss, big boy, because your crypto will not buy you love. You need to be with somebody who loves you, not your money. Like, if you can understand that, like, don't you know that you can find a woman who loves you, not for your money? I mean, women love men. Okay, they're not going to love you if you're broke. But most men that women love don't have a lot of money. Okay, and because you can't just love somebody who is just broke, like broke. What if you had kids and you are not able to take care of kids, right? That would be irresponsible. You can't just go for the brokest guy and be like, oh, all right, like, okay, we're not doing that. But again, right, most women don't go for guys with money. Most men are average, and they still get beautiful women. Um, right? They still get beautiful women who love them for who they are genuinely. It's a true love. They go in front of God and masses and they propose love, and they do that. Right, kid, right? Yeah. Ooh, oh, nice to see you again. Love to see you. Capybara, how are you? I'm good. Nice to see you. Terry Kid, yes, right, sister. Real love, right? Real love, right? Um, we have Sikuru Afolabi from Nigeria. What Nigeria? Manas 5. Damn, I look fine. I look fine. Like, guys, I like when you hype me up. Love to be hyped up in this channel. I look fine. Gokman from Turkey. You're talking Turkish, and I don't know what you're saying. Type in English, baby. Hmm? I love your speech. You're right? Um, love. I bet I do like your perspectives on love, right? Love is made. Like, two people decide to come together. They make a decision to love each other, to honor each other, to be respectful to each other, to trigger positive emotions in each other. Because you can trigger somebody's fear or anxiety or frustration, but when you love, you want to see them smiling, you want to see them happy, you want to trigger the when you love somebody is really, really beautiful. And that is what, Abed Mata is saying. Love is about sharing. It's about, you know, making a conscious decision is made, right? That's why people say making love is like you in your conscious state of mind, in your conscious state of mind, decide, I'm going to love this person. And you decide to make that choice. And you're not doing it because they have money, right? There's something you have seen about their character, there's their energy that you like, there's something organic about them that you like, right? Um, and then we have Hazari from, what is that? Etobi Kak. Oh, where is that? I don't know where you are from, Hazari. What country is that? I never heard about it. Um, Terrence, come slow before you get kicked out of my channel. Everyone, Yeah, let's like subscribe. Of course, you gotta like and subscribe. All of you, like 7 of you, just hit the like buttons, hit the subscribe button, right? uh Jay Brennan is back in the house. Nice to see you, my darling. uh Terry Kidd, love is curing. Yes, my darling, that's true. France Gabriel, right? Nice to see you guys. Yeah, so all this is happening, right? Love is love comes from a genuine place. Like if you feel like you have to buy love, I tell you, you need to heal your attachment style. Nobody ever should need to feel like you need to buy somebody's affection. It's never going to happen. You can buy somebody's affection. Now, if you're broke, nobody wants to be around you. You're broke. People think you're gonna cause them more problems. Make so go get useful. Somebody with something, get paid. You have so many problems on this world you could solve. So many. So many, right? Like like there are people's houses like the one that I am in where they don't have air conditioning. Pay you for that. Or um plumbing. Sometimes the sinks get blocked. You could learn something about plumbing. If you're a woman, people know how to fix lashes, right? You can fix lashes. I'm here trying to figure out, how I can help people with mental health, how I can make classes accessible to them, and how they can take up, like fix their career, fix their lives, fix it. um, there's a lot of solutions out there for people. Become a solution person and then get paid for it, right? Because it's very hard to find love when you're broke. Terry, I make you laugh. It's very hard. It's very, very hard, right? I'm from Kenya. That we have King 85 in the house. This case is 1% charged. Yeah, I need to charge it. Yeah, tell me, guys. We talked about love today. Remember, if you're looking for love, you need to know about your attachment style. And I've always talked about that favorite book of mine that I like people to read. There are two books I recommend if you're looking for love, right? There are two books I need you to read. One is Attached by Emil Levin. Love and attachment style, any relationship coach, they will have read Attached by Emil Levin. And the reason why is because the attachment theory is the best theory that explains how you can find love and keep it, right? There's also, I love Gary Chapman. He has the 5 love languages. You know, if you think about music is a language, math is a language, Spanish is a language, dance is a language, right? Love. The reason why I like Gary Chapman's book is because the humans, we use our nervous system to understand things, to learn things. Right? The nervous system kinda understand how to love somebody. A lot of times when you go into a relationship, we are thinking about ourselves. What am I gonna get from somebody? what am I going to get from that guy, right? You hear a lot of men, you know, they want to get something from a woman, her innocence, her body, whatever. And women are looking for a man, they're looking for his resources, his strength, blah, 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 blah. But when it comes to love, what you can control is really what, for example, sometimes maybe the person you're in love with, they feel most loved if you spend time with them. It's nice, but they will not feel as loved spending quality time with them. And understanding somebody else's love language when it comes to love is the most important thing, because likes gifts and you're trying to do acts of service like helping them with the dishes, they're not gonna feel love, right? So it's good to understand the person that you want to fall in love with, what makes them feel loved the most, right? Is it physical touch? Is it acts of service like fixing them a cup of coffee, helping them with, you know, acts of kindness? Is it gifts? Sometimes people just like you buy them gifts, right? Uh, like, yeah, if it's my birthday, buy me a gift, write me a card, write me a note. Like for me, those things matter. Um, so they have gifts, and then they have quality time, and then they have he has 5 love languages. Let me grab it. Oh, okay, let me see it. Oh, okay, so he has acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch, and words of affirmation. A lot of men do like words of affirmation. Like I think a lot of men are not like women, right? For us women, we get words of affirmation a lot, right? Like I'll step out into my live stream and I'll meet kid Terry kid, and he's going to tell me I'm a beautiful goddess, I'm like all these nice, right? I feel good. A lot of men don't have people telling them that, and this is something good like for women to get. If you are in a relationship with a man, he doesn't get people telling him how good looking he is, how handsome he is. Men don't like, they on their daily day, nobody's going to tell him, oh, I like your shoes. Like I step out, somebody's gonna tell me like, oh, you look amazing, I love this. Like we get all that a lot, men don't. And I think they have a gap, and most men, they do like words of affirmation. I don't know why, but um I kind of seen it a lot in my coaching, in my talking to people. A lot of men do like words of affirmation. um Jadida, I really like you. I like you too, right? I bet saying love is created by sensitive souls. Love leads us to eternity. Love is eternal, right? Love is, if you want to tap into the frequency of God, right? I mean, there is love and then there is bliss, because God is pure bliss, right? And that is why I name my channel Post Traumatic Bliss. You know, you got all these emotions that come with God. God is peaceful, He's loving, He's joyful, you know, He's loving, right? And He's very, my channel Post Traumatic Bliss, because bliss, the heights, you know, of blissfulness. And when you're loving comes together, it becomes blissful, right? It becomes a place for you to be, because this love. Um, and then John People says, "Can you, OMG? Can you say gorgeous, gorgeous?" Yeah, yeah, right. So learning this book, pick up this book by Gary Chapman. And I know you probably don't like reading that much. It only has how many pages? 200 pages. Like you can read this book in a day. seriously, right? Um, and what I like about this book, it has a quiz. You can take, there's a quiz here, and you can take it, and then you can learn what your love language is. And maybe if you have somebody that you love, they can take the quiz, and then they can learn what their love language is. And then you two can use each other's love languages with each other. Let's say somebody likes words of affirmation, you can talk about like kind of words of affirmations that they need. Remember, words of affirmation are very important for us when we are rewiring our mind, when we are making it. Maybe for your man to feel very successful at work, he needs words of affirmation that makes him feel appreciated for the things he does, like, oh baby, I like that you're a provider, I like that you provide for their home, you keep us safe. Like, he wants to hear that. So when he's out there, like, with all these people, right? Okay, maybe I don't, when he's out there in the world with all these people, he can feel like, okay, I'm providing for my family. Even if this job is difficult, I'm still providing for my family that way, right? Gary Chapman, when I learn about love, I say start here with. Also Amir Levin, the book Attached. Reading, for some reason you don't have time, right? You can always take my class, Post Traumatic Bliss. All these are in videos. Everything is explained to you in easy videos. You just sit there, you watch a video, and you probably will take what, 10-15 minutes to watch that video, and it's going to change your life forever, right? And you get to do all these workshops that are also going to help you understand your love language, that are going to help you understand your personality, where you are right now, and how you wanna, where you wanna up, whether it's your career, your finances. It's going to close a lot of gaps. So please email me at monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. Make sure that you're learning, you're growing, and you're not being left behind, because you get left behind one year, next year, the other year, and all of a sudden there's a big gap, right? We need to start closing those gaps, and you need the right information. And I do it quickly. I give you a shortcut because I created this for my favorite people on the planet. I created Post Traumatic Bliss for my favorite people on the planet, because I was like, this this person has probably been through a life experience similar to mine, you know, and they probably need a shortcut that I never got. So I did it from a very deep place of love, creating this class to cut you time. Why would you not take something that cuts your time in half? Okay, makes you understand neuroscience, makes you understand love, relationship, money, all these things, right? Take it from me. I'm a very well educated woman. I have a master's. I have read widely, right? And cutting your time, I only read from doctors. You've seen all my books that I recommend from you. I read from doctors. I don't read from just anybody. Uh, Daniel Vasquez, what are you come and feel just now, right? Um, yeah. So anyway, we are 40 minutes. I'm going to end this live chat just because I know that we still have tomorrow and the next day. You know, I'm always here making sure that we are growing this channel, we are growing this community, we're talking about mental health, and we are not getting distracted. This is a lifetime thing. I plan to do this for the rest of my life, because remember, I'm now on another level of long-term thinking, long-term goals. You know, it's not something that I'm going to do for 2 years out. Like, what are you want to do with the rest of your life? Okay, what is the most meaningful that you can pick and do for the rest of your life, and it's going to give you joy just because it makes you happy, because it brings you meaning in your life. You create your own meaning in your own life, right? um yeah, yeah. Terry, you want to go to Kenya? Go to Kenya. You will see a lot of beautiful, beautiful things in Kenya. uh Juma Monyere, nice to see you for the first time here. Make sure you like, you subscribe. We have a lot of people from this channel. We have a lot of people in the United States. I'm here in the US, and we have a lot of people coming from India. Believe it or not, we have a lot of, I don't know, we have a lot of people from India. And we have a lot of people from Europe too that come and visit my channel. And I'm starting to see Kenyans join my channel. So I am very, very happy. Yes, so I'm excited that all of you, all of us are going to learn together and grow together. I'm not giving you my WhatsApp number. If you really, really must, send me an email at monica@posttraumaticbliss.com. Make sure it's related to my job and what I do, the kind of work that I do here. I do not, like, let me give, like, don't waste your time, right? I don't want anybody wasting. I only am interested in mental health and only mental health. Don't ask me to marry you. Don't ask me if you really want to send me money. Take my class and so benefit from the classes and the work that I put out there. Okay, I don't want all this monkey nonsense on the internet. I'm a very mature woman, so I hope, like, when you log into my channel, like, you mean business. You're either coming to get mental health help, or you're interested in what we do here. Otherwise, we don't want you here. You can go have other interests out there that align with what you want. um, I hope I hope like we are all clear. Like, I'm not looking for love here. This is a channel that I put up so that I can do mental health. Like, I hope you understand the boundaries that I'm putting around here, because I am not beating around the bush, right? I'm not here to make marriage or relationships. No, this, I am interested in mental health. This is about healing, growing. And if this is not what you want, we do not want you here. I am not interested again. Um, um, yep. So let's do the blessing. May you be happy and live with a joyful heart. May you be strong and healthy and live with a body that gives you energy. And may you be safe and protected from all sorts of inner and outer harm. And may you live with the ease that comes with well-being. Remember, you are very unique since time began on this universe, right? And when you think about the universe, right? Think a whole beach and think about all these little sands in that beach, And remember, like, everything is just a grain. Everything that you have ever experienced, our planet, our Milky Way, our, the entire universe that we can see is just like a grain in the sand, right? The rest of the beach is an untapped universe, right? That we don't even know where it began, how it began. Like, we just pick up a grain of sand and realize everything that we know is just like that grain of sand. And the rest is we don't know, right? And since all that, you can go everywhere, right? There will never be anybody like you, ever. And you are so important that we cannot be whole. The entire universe cannot be whole without you. the entire universe cannot be whole without you. Since time began on this planet, on this universe, it could, sometimes we just don't think like about thinking like, oh, my life, nobody knows me, I'm not famous. It doesn't matter. The entire universe would not be whole without you. You had to be here. You had to be here for it to be part of the whole. For us to have wholeness, right? We are all one. We are all whole. I want you to remember that. Don't take your dreams for granted. Don't take your mental health for granted. Don't take your career for granted. Don't take your friendships for granted. Don't take your life for granted. Don't take your time here on earth for granted, okay? Make sure you are living in good life. You're surrounded by love, right? And that you're going out there, putting yourself in places where you can seek better opportunities for yourself. Yeah. Because we matter and you matter, and we want you out here, bringing in your magic and your vibe. Remember this. Remember this. So big shout out to Abed Matar, to Jay Balone. Nice to see you for the first time. Juma, nice to see you for the first time. Daniel Vasquez, always nice to see you. Terry Kidd, my favorite. Um, France Gabrielle, nice to see you. Jay Brennan, Jedida, all of you guys are awesome. You're amazing. Achilles, nice to see you again. You just come in whenever we are about to end. What's up with that, right? Well, nice to see you again. I love you all. You're special, you're beautiful. Remember that. And remember, God loves you. And no matter what you've ever done in your life, God will always forgive you because He is good, right? As far as the east is to the west, that's how He forgives you and forgets, right? So you got a pass, okay? You got a God that loves you, that's merciful, that's gracious to you, you know? You can do no wrong, right? He'll tell you, okay, don't do this, don't do that. It might get you somewhere bad, right? But God is always willing to forgive you, to make it up and be happy with you. So yeah, always have that attitude. Patrick Daily, subscribe. Nice to see you here on this channel. Welcome to Post Traumatic Bliss. Let me tell you, a lot of people ask me, why did you call your channel Post Traumatic Bliss? And I always say the same thing. I tell them, hey, a lot of people talk about post-traumatic stress. It's like a lot of people know about stress than they should, because what they need to know more is about post-traumatic bliss, right? There is growth after trauma, there is learning after trauma, there's forgiveness after trauma, there's healing, there's love, there's letting go, there's blocking people who trigger fear and anxiety and all that in you, right? There's moving on, there's putting up good healthy boundaries, there's learning how to eat, how to work out, how to exercise, how to manage anxiety. There is post-traumatic bliss, right? I want you to know more about post-traumatic bliss than post-traumatic stress, because what we have here in our mind is so important, right? If you're thinking about stress, instead of bless, right? We need to know about bliss. Okay, this is what we want to know. So that's how I named my channel Post-Traumatic Bliss, right? So we override that trauma mind, we override that stressful mind, because okay, human beings, we've always gone through stuff. Human beings have always gone through difficult times, but we've always overcome. We've always learned how to clean up our mental mess and move on and create better opportunities for ourselves, see things in a different light. Don't forget that, because a lot of times, all these people in social media, they want you to get caught up in your trauma. You feel sorry for yourself. You get lost in the pain. Don't get lost. not like that, right? We don't get pain. We keep moving on. We keep improving. We keep doing your on moving. You're doing good. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. Life has challenges, but human beings, we overcome those challenges and we keep moving. Okay, as much as I want you to learn, like, oh, there's trauma, there's, you know, you need to know these things so that you can get self-aware. I've seen people get stuck. I've seen people hit a roadblock and get stuck, and I don't want it to be you, especially if you've discovered my channel, Post-Traumatic Bliss, okay? I want you to know you're doing the right thing by keep on learning, keep on growing your spiritual practices, learning how to eat, learning how to exercise. That's all you can do. Keep doing it, right? You're on the right path. Don't look back. There's nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. Okay. um yeah, you're learning. Keep learning how to deal with a difficult boss, or if it's too much, figure out another place you can go to work. Just keep on going, right? There's nothing wrong with you. Is you're going through an experience. Keep learning, keep growing, just keep doing that. You're doing fine. Okay, keep learning how to love, you know. And I'm saying, like, hey, you've gone through trauma, you weren't treated nice when you were young. Now it's time for us to learn how to love, how to form respectful relationships, how to give in relationship instead of being in survival mode and always taking from others. Like, those things you can learn, right? But not feeling sorry for yourself, not feeling like there's something wrong with you. You're going through a life experience. You're good. You make me happy when I see you. You're my strength. Thank you, Terry Kid. I love that, to be your source of strength. I will be strong for you. So, Robbie, Cotty, nice to see you. Love to see you all, guys. It's been wonderful having this session with you. So, we're going to end it here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you write me if you want to do my classes at monica@posttraumaticbliss.com, because I want to hear to grow. I want you to have a great career. I want you to feel grounded. I want you to feel like you know exactly where you are and where you're headed, and you become unstoppable. So much love. Love you. Love you. You're important. And goodbye. Take care.